Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Campbell Midgley, and I'm the Artistic Director of the Queen City Ballet Company. And we're here today to share with you all the behind-the-scenes information about our upcoming production of the Nutcracker, which is going to be at the Helena Civic Center, November 23rd at 7:30 and November 24th at 2 p.m. This is our 23rd annual production, so we've been doing this quite a while. And you might think, well, what makes the Nutcracker so special, and why do we do it again and again and again? And I get asked that question a lot. Personally, I'm in my 44th year of doing the Nutcracker, first as a student and then as a professional dancer, and then now finally as a director. And I think the reason that people come back to it is that it's always fresh and it's always exciting with new dancers, new choreography, different interpretations of the story, and just the tradition that so many families have to go to the show together. I see grandparents bringing their grandchildren, and aunts and uncles, and friends, and little ones. So that's why we keep doing it, and we certainly are excited this year to grace the Helena Civic Center stage again. I've brought with me today a couple of our dancers. This is Jaden McLean, the Sugar Plum Fairy, and Victoria Volodina dancing the role of Clara. And I thought I'd ask them a little bit to tell us about what's so wonderful. There are so many things about being in the Nutcracker and what you enjoy about it. And especially, particularly your role as Sugar Plum Fairy.
Yeah, I'm very excited to be Sugar Plum. Ever since I was little, I've always wanted to do roles in Nutcracker. I remember I used to walk around in a little tutu, and I'd come into rehearsal and I'd see that. And so it's just really an honor to get to perform this role because it's something I've always wanted to do. And I think I'm really excited about that.
Well, it's been really wonderful to watch you grow into this role.
Thank you.
I have a picture of you when you were, I don't know, you might have been 4 years old. So just a little bit ago at our Nutcracker tea when we used to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And the Sugar Plum Fairy was a student, Madison McCarthy, who Jerry McCarthy, her father, is our Drosselmeyer, and we're very honored to have him, and she is going to be a doctor pretty soon. So, yeah. But that shows that dreams can come true, and I think it's just wonderful that you're the Sugar Plum. What do you like the most about the Sugar Plum Fairy role? I mean, you have been an archangel after all, so.
Yeah, I love how challenging it is. Like, there's always something new to work on. There's always something to correct, and it's different from the other roles because you get to dance with a partner, and there's so much more stage time, and I get to wear a pretty costume.
You do.
But I just love the choreography in this role, and I'm just really excited to get to do it. I think it's really an enjoyable role to perform.
That's great. I think some people don't know when you see a professional or see someone at a professional caliber like yourself how difficult the role is. And a very famous ballerina, Danilova, used to say it was the most challenging role. And I thought, oh, how could that be the most challenging role when Aurora's from Sleeping Beauty's 4 acts long and all these other things? But it really is very demanding.
It's very demanding.
And you'll be dancing with our guest artist from Diablo Ballet, Michael Bushman, and he was here last year.
Yeah.
Tell me, you got to work with him a little bit as an understudy, right?
No, he's very, very nice, and I did really get to enjoy working with him. I'm really excited to get to work with him this year. I think that'll be a cool experience. I've never really gotten to partner on stage a whole lot, so I'm excited to get to work through that and get to work with him and just kind of see how that plays out. So yeah, I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, you're going to be beautiful.
Thank you.
And Victoria, this is your second year as Clara, and that's exciting. Tell us a little bit about what you love about the Nutcracker. You've also been in the Nutcracker. Your first role wasn't an archangel. You were the little mini Sugar Plum, but you both, I think, were probably in the show your first time at the same age. You're both in school together. Tell us about what you like about playing the role of Clara.
Well, I really like the character of Clara, first of all, and I feel like I can relate to the role a little bit, but also both of my sisters got to perform this role, so it's just a really nice experience to be able to follow in their footsteps, and
yes, it is. Sometimes I catch little glimpses of things you do, and I go, oh, that's a Sasha look, right? But it really is uniquely yours, and I so enjoyed watching you dance it last year that I think I said I was going to pickle you and make sure you stayed just the right height, right? I've also changed it a little bit this year so that you'll be dancing with a snow prince from Diablo Ballet. And he also danced with Joffrey, very accomplished male dancer. And I wanted to ask you how how those changes are going to affect you.
Well, I think it will be really cool to be able to dance with a professional, and I think it's going to be a little bit challenging because we have limited time to work with them, but I think it'll work out, and I'm really excited to be able to work with him.
Yes, I think that's great. Also this year that's new, we are bringing in some of my colleagues, Sean Kelly, who is a principal dancer with Houston Ballet and has come to the school and worked with the students. He went on to have a very illustrious Broadway career. He was in Moving Out. He was the dance captain for Billy Elliot. And he'll be here the whole week of the show helping us out and helping especially with some of the pas de deux work since we have so many different pas de deux this year. Pas de deux means dance for two, so that's what he'll be working on. And so I think that's really exciting. And tell us a little bit about working with Sean this summer.
It was a lot of fun. Sean has a really great personality. He's very out there. So it's definitely, it's good to work with him because it's different from other teachers. And he kind of brings you out of your shell. And I like that about him. But yeah.
What about you, Victoria?
I also really enjoyed working with him. He was really fun, and he gave really good feedback. And I think he's different from other teachers in a way, in a good way, obviously. But he had a very good personality, like Jaden said, and it was just overall a good experience working with him.
Yeah, it's great to have him on board, and especially having danced in the same company and having the same philosophy, it's nice to hear the same things coming from someone else that has the same background. Tell me what you think. Why do you think the story of the Nutcracker is so timeless and people come back year after year?
Well, I think it's just, it resonates a lot with a lot of people, I think, and it's the holiday spirit, and everyone it's kind of a traditional thing. So I think there's that, and people just always want to come back and see what's different and what's the same, and it's just that excitement that keeps them going, and I think that's really special around the holidays.
Yes, it is. What about you, Victoria? What are your thoughts on why people come back?
I think it really brings a lot of nostalgia to people just because it's something you see year after year, and I think people like to see how it's new every year and the changes it comes with and just the Christmas spirit.
Yes, I think also from when we started 23 years ago, we didn't always do it the weekend before Thanksgiving, and I love that time because I really feel like it gives the entire community a chance to get excited about the holiday and get in the holiday spirit. So I think that if you haven't been to see Queen City Ballet Company's Nutcracker, make sure you definitely do to get yourself in the holiday spirit November 23rd and 24th at the Helena Civic Center. And this performance, like all arts performances, are not possible from ticket sales alone, even though we do hope to sell out, and we had record audiences last year. But they are really because of our sponsors, and we have been so blessed to have such generous sponsors this year that I would really like everyone in the community to recognize. First of all, our presenting sponsor is near and dear to my heart. It's Associated Dermatology, Dr. Jeff Goldies, and he has been in our production since the inception in 2001, and he has always been a supporter of our mission, and we can't thank Associated Dermatology and Dr. Jeff Goldies enough. Then our principal dancer sponsors are Proof Marketing, The Doubletree by Hilton, Ellington Roofing, Helena SEO, Bravera Bank, Tappan Law Firm. And we're also supported with a supporting sponsors group, KTVH, KXLH, Dick Anderson Construction, Pioneer Technical Services, West Staff, Valley Bank, Helena Surgery Center, First Intercept Bank, Dairy Queen, and the Carol McCarthy Schmidt Foundation. And last but not least, the Montana Arts Council, who single-handedly has made it possible for us to offer a third performance that's an educational outreach. The educational outreach performance will be held the Friday before our performance on the 22nd. So if you know of anyone that's a school teacher that might want to bring their class or might qualify to attend that performance, reach out to queencityballet@gmail.com. And we're very excited to have that third performance for our cast. We did that last year. We brought a lot of kids from Butte, and I didn't really know what to expect, and I don't think you knew what to expect,
No,
but
not at all.
tell me a little bit about what it was like to...
It was so much fun. I loved seeing all the kids get excited, and then you come on stage and they cheer for you, and then we got to talk to them afterward, and you could see how excited they were about the show. It was a really great experience just to get to meet them and see them in the audience, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. What about you, Victoria? What did you like most about that?
I liked how we were able to talk to the kids after the show, and it was nice to hear how much they liked it, and like some of them have never seen the Nutcracker before, so it was a good experience for them, and you could see how happy it made them.
Yeah, it was a great way to start the weekend of performances. I'm from a very small town in South Carolina, and so to go out of town and see something, a lot of these kids had never been inside the Civic Center, and they were just mesmerized that you all were real people, that you wore real clothes, that you're not a costume all the time, and you were training. The training is rigorous, and both Jaden and Victoria have been in the school since they were in creative dance. That would be 3 years old, and you're now 16
And 17.
and 16 and 17, and they are juniors at Capitol High. And tell a little bit about the training. How have you been training for this role, Victoria?
Well, it's a lot of work, obviously, and we work 6 to 7 days a week, so...
It's like 8 days a week, right? Just joking. Okay.
But overall, with like everyone in the cast, it's really easy to get through those days, and it makes it fun.
And what about you, Jaden? How about the training for you?
It's definitely challenging for sure, but I enjoy the work, and it's great to see how you improve over the years, and it's great just to be around that community too, because we have such great teachers and have such great friends, and it's a lot of fun to be around. It's hard work for sure, but I enjoy it.
Well, it is a family. It is a family at Queen City Ballet Conservatory and Queen City Ballet Company, and again, we hope that if you haven't come to see our show before, you will definitely make Queen City Ballet's Nutcracker part of your new holiday tradition. Our Nutcracker is a traditional Nutcracker. I had the good fortune to work with a lot of wonderful teachers and artistic directors that had a passion for storytelling. And so it always is, that's what inspires me, is how do I want to tell the story. And I really would like everyone to really kind of feel the magic of that story, which is, really about Christmas and being excited about it, and having dreams where, was it real, was it not real, and that kind of thing. I think that, what is your favorite scene out of everything you've done over the years?
Of everything I've done? It's hard, actually. Probably the snow scene, though. I think it's kind of a good tie-up of the first act, and it's really magical to see all these snowflakes dancing, and then you see the snowfall, and then it's really a beautiful scene to watch. And I think it just kind of ties up, the first act is Claire's gotten her Nutcracker, and then there's the whole battle scene, so I think it's just a great ending to the first half of the show.
It is. And you were the Snow Queen last year.
I was the Snow Queen
and
last
that was
year.
very, very beautiful, Snow Queen.
Thank you.
For those of you that don't know the story of the Nutcracker, it is about a young girl, primarily about her, named Clara, and a Christmas party that's happening at her home, when her mysterious toy maker of a uncle comes and presents her with a wooden Nutcracker. And later, when the guests leave, she goes down to look for her Nutcracker, and everything goes haywire. The Nutcracker comes to life. He starts battling soldiers, and there are rats there. There's a rat king. There's a big battle. So I always say in ballet, there has to be someone that dies. So hopefully it will only be the rat king. And there has to be a dream scene, and there has to be a freeze. But so she battles the rat king, and he wins. And then from there on, the rest is she's taken to the land of snow and later to the land of sweets, where she meets all of the different characters that are represented by chocolate and tea and all of those sweets. And then at the end is kind of brought back to reality, or was it a dream or was it real? I think that's what's so great and magical for me. I like to make sure that I tie it up where there's a really big question mark with that. But what about you, Victoria? What are some of your favorite roles or more that you've done over the years besides?
Well, I was Chinese lead, so that was really fun. I was Black Sheep and Spanish Corps, Snow Corps, and my first role was the Mini Sugar Plum.
Yeah.
And they were all really fun roles.
So the Black Sheep was something that I was inspired to create because I had seen a friend of mine do that, and that was from the Mother Ginger role that Dr. Goldies has played so wonderfully. And instead of little clowns coming out from underneath the skirt, I thought it would be cute to have sheep come out, and there's a naughty black sheep, and that's what she's referring to. But so if you don't want to do a spoiler alert, but that's that's a fun part. And I think some things people don't know about ballet is that, you can react and they think you have to be sitting there and quiet and all that. It's like, we want you to hoot and holler, within reason. And if you see something you like, you clap, and if you see multiple turns, it's customary to applaud when the first time you see the Sugar Plum Fairy or the Nutcracker Prince or whatever. So there's some different cues for ballet etiquette-wise that are not there in, say, the symphony or obviously going to a museum. So that's also a time we really need the audience to be as engaged. It's a really copacetic relationship. And so we're just so excited to have this show and be able to share it with the community, and we want the community to come share it with us. There's nothing like live theater. It's always different. Every single show is different. Every Nutcracker is different. And it's just, I encourage you all to come out November 23rd and 24th, Helena Civic Center. To get tickets, you'll go to helenaciviccenter.com. And is there anything else you'd like to say in closing?
I just hope everyone comes out and watches the show, because I know we're all really excited to perform it, and I hope everyone gets the opportunity to come and see it.
And what about you, Victoria?
I think coming to the Nutcracker is a great experience, and it's a good way to kick off the holiday season.
Yes, it is. We hope to see you at the Nutcracker.